Shannon's finally leaving his house. He's going to go to L.A. to see Bronny and LeBron. Shams and Windy have fresh cuts. Stephen A's got on a new suit. I mean, you know it's a big day, guys. So obviously, the defending champion Celtics tip off the new season tonight, and that is followed by the Timberwolves visiting the Lakers. Boston went an NBA best 37-4 at home last season. So, Shay, I'll start with you. What do you think is the biggest storyline heading into this NBA season?
It ain't the Knicks. Let's start with that.
Man,
I don't know what
why
is,
you just
but
hurry
it
up?
ain't the Knicks.
You just finished talking enough. Hurry up with your point. I ain't trying to listen to you right now. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
You know what? I got.
Go ahead.
Really, I got two. Because I want to see if the Celtics can come back and consolidate this thing. Because we've seen some teams that we thought could consolidate it. We thought the Nuggets could do it. We thought the Bucks could do it. But for whatever reason, not since the Golden State Warriors, 2017 and 18, has a team been able to consolidate consecutive MVPs. That's going to be interesting. But come on, how are we going to miss LeBron and Bronny? I mean, we're probably never going to see this again. We saw it in baseball with Griffey Jr. and Sr., and the reports are they're going to be in attendance tonight. But we're going to see a father and son in the NBA. It's a testament to just how great LeBron has been and the longevity in which he's displayed, and his son. Hey, he had on that last preseason game, he looked like he belonged. And they showed clippings, him draining a couple of threes in his dad's eyes. I'm excited.
Lord.
That's the story. That's it.
I had no idea this was General Hospital instead of First Take. But go ahead, Shams.
Hater.
Go ahead.
Hater alert. Hater alert.
Shams, what you got?
Go I don't want to hate, but I think what's going on in Milwaukee right now with the Bucks, let's talk about their future. You think about Giannis Antetokounmpo, we know he's committed right now. He's locked in. Dame Lillard is locked in on a long-term contract. But his future and their future, and they still want to compete for a championship, obviously. And if they're not, as a franchise, going to win and going to win at a high level, if they're not going to show as an organization that they're committed to winning, Giannis Antetokounmpo, it's nothing that I think I'm sharing it. He has said it publicly time and time again that if they're not committed to win, if they're not winning at a high level, he's going to have to look at another option. I think there are multiple teams around the league, specifically teams that feel like if that got to that threshold, they would look at a guy like Giannis.
All right, who, Shams?
They are very closely monitoring. Closely monitoring how this season goes in Milwaukee, how he looks, how he plays. And you think about the pieces around him. Are they building the right way? We know Dame Lillard. We know what he's going to bring on a nightly basis. I reported yesterday, Chris Middleton is out for the season opener tomorrow night. He's out. We see what's going on with Kawhi Leonard, an indefinite period of time. Chris Middleton is essentially out an indefinite period of time. He's not going to just miss the opening night game. He's not going to be ready for their season opener against Chicago at home. So we'll see when he's going to be back. They need him to be healthy. They need him to be in the lineup.
These are the conversations that Shams and I have. When we talk to people in the league, so Shannon is all excited about tonight. And tonight is going to be amazing. I really do think for a lot of different reasons.
Yes.
And we should celebrate tonight. I absolutely agree.
I hope your flight gets delayed, but go ahead.
But when Shams and I are talking to people in the league, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about what's going to happen with Giannis, what's going to happen with the Bucks. How are the Bucks going to be this year? Are they going to be good enough where Giannis is going to stay committed? That's the underlying. At the surface is Bron and Bronny tonight, and I think it's going to happen tonight. You know, Junior and Senior Griffey are coming. Watch the start of the second quarter.
It better happen tonight.
Okay.
Watch the start of the second quarter. Second quarter is when people go to the bathroom.
Yes.
If you're at Crypto.com tonight, don't go to the bathroom at the end of the first quarter. Stay in your seat.
Well,
but underlying what Shams just said.
It's a couple of things. Number one, we're going to help out Shams because, number one, I'm going to forgive y'all with no tie because y'all didn't know, so it's all right. I'm going to let that go. You get the memo. You got the memo now. You got the memo now. I'm going to hold him accountable. That's number one.
Thank you, Molly.
Number one.
I respect a good barber.
Number two, this is First Take, baby. Now, I asked that man a direct question. You heard that question. You give me all that nuggets about Milwaukee, and there's several teams looking. Who are the teams? Who are the teams that's looking at Giannis, that's praying that brother becomes available? Who
29
are they,
other ones.
Unnamed sources.
Okay. I just wanted to hear my dictionary. That's what I wanted to hear.
When we can talk about it, we're going to talk about it. But listen, right now, we know what Giannis is all about. He's about winning a championship. He's made all the money. He's signed multiple $100, $200 million extensions. He's got a big Nike deal. He's got a bunch of stuff going on off the court. For him, it's about winning and winning a championship again. He wants to do it again. He thought that's what the trajectory of this team was. But we've seen the last year, they have not gone far as he's wanted in the playoffs. And this year, I'm telling you, no one in Milwaukee is going to be happy or withstand a first-round exit, or potentially even a second-round exit. There's a lot of pressure in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it is. And I feel bad for them because guess what? You know what I'm saying? When I think about the story, it's about the New York Knicks. It's about the New York Knicks, baby. Let me tell you something right now, okay? Let me tell you something right now. Carl Anthony Towns. Listen, I love Julius Randle. I hope Julius Randle does well in Minnesota. I miss Donte DiVincenzo. I wish the Knicks could have kept him. But to give me Carl Anthony Towns, arguably the best shooting big man in basketball, when you talk about a legit 6'11" that can shoot about 39% from three-point range, that shot about 41% from three-point range last year, that's a catch-and-shoot shooter as opposed to needing to dribble the ball 7 to 10 times, okay? When you got Jalen Brunson, when you acquired Mikal Bridges, a 19-point-per-game scorer, an elite defender who, by the way, doesn't miss games, and then you got OG Anunoby. Remember, they were 20th in defensive efficiency in January. That brother alive, they catapult to number 1. This is what I'm thinking about right now. Now, I do have concerns. I want to say that, Shay. I want to say that, Shams. I want to say that, Windy.
Yeah,
I do have concern. That damn Tom Thibodeau, who I believe is a great coach, and I'm proud of the job that he has done. When you're thin, he's going to run dudes into the ground anyway when you're not thin. So imagine now that your bench is compromised. This brother I don't know who's going to be healthy come playoff time with Tibbs, but if the New York Knicks are healthy, nobody in the East has a better shot at Boston than the New York.
Cat's going to be playing a lot of 5 this
Philadelphia.
season. A lot of 5.
Philadelphia has a better shot than the Knicks.
No. Because of health. We know they're going to be hurt. We know that Paul George and one of the two, if not both, going to be hurt come playoff time. Go ahead, Windy.
I don't know what happened. I'm not a shooting expert. I've seen you take the shots. Mikal Bridges changed his shooting form. I don't know why. It doesn't look good. He was 2 of 19. Have you seen this, Shams?
I've seen his jump shot.
Shams, you're an insider. Refute this. Shams.
I can't refute it because my eyes see differently.
He
definitely has changed the mechanics on his shot.
It doesn't look right. He was 2 of 19 on threes in the preseason. Now, it's preseason. Karl Towns was 4 of 23 on threes. I'm not worried about that. Bridges' shot looks a little funky. Josh Hart, who is not an offensive firepower, but Josh Hart, his role doesn't look quite right. He played 90 minutes in the preseason. He scored 2 points. He's admitted he doesn't exactly know how it's going to fit. They went from being like super deep at center. Now you got Towns, who's not a defensive center. Mitchell Robinson is hurt. Now Precious Achiuwa is out 2 to 4 weeks.
Oh, God.
I think they're going to be there in the end.
They're going to struggle early.
What I want to say to you and to the Knicks fans is if they don't come jetting out of the gates, don't panic. But it wouldn't stun me if they have a little bit of an issue as they try to work into it.
They're very thin right now. And Cat's going to be playing a lot of 5 early on. Do you trust Stephen A? You riding with Cat at the 5 all season? No. They need Mitchell Robinson. They need to see how he looks. And if he's not healthy, can they do anything trade-wise after January? That's going to be a major concern for the Knicks. But they are actively looking in the marketplace right now. They have to. They legitimately have to add bodies
on your parade.
the next 2 weeks.
They already looking around? Stephen A., you just left the grocery store. And you call, hold on, Stephen A., you just left the grocery store. And you calling DoorDash to get something else? Ah, man, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble.
I hope your damn flight gets canceled.
Jalen, I will say this. Jalen Brunson looks great.
Yes.
And Jalen Brunson looks so good.
He looks great.
He might be able to carry them through some early issues.
Okay, fellas, let me roll. I love all this.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. The city over here,